Therapeutics. We're going to be playing some Fate tonight. We got a bunch of wonderful people here, and we're going to play the Rockalypse, which is a setting like one of these options that you can pick up for Fate. And I'm excited because it's a game that one of my friends at Chicago Local made, and it's a great way to introduce Fate to people. And so I think it's really good for Geek Therapeutics because everybody likes music, and certainly these days it is we got some post-apocalyptic stuff on our minds. So yeah, and so we are going to play Fate. Everything's an aspect. We're going to roll some weird dice. Get excited. It's aspects all the way down. But I would like to we're going to talk about Rockalypse because Rockalypse is the game of musical conflict. Sorry if my internet connection is a little unstable. And in Rockalypse, it's like a cross between like musicals that you get, like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and some other kind of song-based conflict movies, and it's like crossed with Mad Max Fury Road or Waterworld or other things like that, where you are struggling to survive, and the thing that is holding you guys together is your sweet band, as opposed to your as opposed to like your the crazy cars that you've been strapping together. And so we are I'd like to so yeah, but the important thing is that you guys aren't going to be punching anyone. There's no actual fighting or shooting in Rockalypse. All of the yes, yeah, Jack Black's video game, and yeah, it's all about, like, School of Rock is a great example of this. And so it's these conflicts are resolved in the world of Rockalypse through musical conflicts. And so you're not going to punch anyone in the face. You're going to instead grab your sweet bass or guitar, or just start singing at them. And you guys are going to sing back and forth and rock back and forth, and the conflict will be solved through musical conflict as opposed to violence or physical things. And so that's one of the reasons why I think it's good and kid friendly and family friendly and stuff like that, because no one's actually going to be dying. People are going to be instead rocking out, and we're going to solve all of our conflicts through that. And it's great for teamwork, and it's great for everyone to be a band together. And so yeah, so we're going to do different aspects of this sweet band. But for the moment, I'd like to, before we get too much into our characters and introduce our awesome streamers, I guess maybe should we do that? Do you guys introduce yourselves? That's right. So yeah, so we're gonna play Rockalypse. But before we do that, thanks for reminding me. I'm a new guest GM. Grateful to be here. But yes, and so I am. We're gonna go around and introduce ourselves. But above game, I'm Colin Kyle, PhD, Dr. Kyle, and I have a background in ecology from U Chicago, and then I am I'm a game designer. I made Axon Punk with my brother and some other people. And I'm going to be working on other stuff with Sugar Gamers, and that's what I do these days, and Geek Therapeutics. So let's go around the room, and maybe starting with Pietro Gasoline, and you can introduce yourself as a human, I guess, and also as a character.
As a human, I'm Mark Perdue. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. And as a character, I am Pietro Gasoline. I am the guitarist of our band. I'm very into my guitar, and I'm rocking just the sweetest dad bod you've ever seen, which is now a theme of every character I'm going to play for the rest of my life.
Love it. Thank you, Pietro Gasoline. How about Ansel?
So in real life, my name is Cole. I have been playing role-playing games for, I don't know, almost 10 years. And then in Fate, I am our lead vocalist, Ansel Burning. I kick ass and sing names.
Excellent. Excellent. Grateful to have you part of the crew, Pietro. I mean, not Pietro. Ansel. And all right. How about Violet?
Hi, I'm Liz. I am currently working on my master's in marriage, couples, and families therapy. I've been playing role-playing games for, I don't know, it depends on how many years you count, probably about 5 to 7 years. And I'm excited to learn a new way to play so that I can potentially bring these in with my clients in the future.
Fantastic.
Violet, actually, I had to speak about Violet. Violet is the mix master of this band. Her pronouns are she, hers, and she is very snarky and will not shut up.
Wonderful. And grateful to have you. And then our next one is now now it's Gayoto, right? No, it's Gaetona.
Yes.
That's right.
I'm JJ. I have been playing RPGs for 20 years off and on, and trying to learn to be a co-runner of a therapeutic game. So that's why I'm here. I'll be playing Gaetona Chopper. He is a bass player. He plays one of those big stand-up basses. Seems very emo, like big spikes, long black hair. Everything he wears is black.
Hell yeah.
But his bass is this like insanely sparkly pink.
Excellent. Love the sparkly pink bass. Excellent. That sounds like a fantastic crew to me, because you guys you work together, you've been together for a while, and because the world is falling apart. The world has already fallen apart. And but the question is, how did exactly kind of how did the world, you don't have to know exactly how it fell apart, but the kind of a post-apocalypse world that you guys are experiencing. And so we kicked around some ideas in the Discord chat a little bit earlier of like maybe some water world type experience. But the all of these things kind of boil down. The nice thing about Rockalypse is that he has a number of different built-in settings to work off of, and you guys can Waterworld represents the wasteland type experience, and that's the it can be kind of Mad Maxy, but it can also be Waterworldy. But did you guys have a chance to look at the other different possible apocalypse scenarios beforehand, and did any of them call to you? We've got the Wasteland, which I think is a fun one. We've got the Streets of Cyber City, which is kind of the techie, synthy, cyberpunky type world. Aliens from Dimension X is the kind of FLCL style world where things have been invaded, and aliens have arrived and infiltrated and taken over. You can play, and or you can play it more like War of the Worlds, with them already having ripped the world apart. We've got Ammonium, which is very like Pick of Destiny type stuff, where the armies of hell have risen and are have ravaged the earth. And or we've got Rock and Roll High School, which because there can be apocalypses in high schools, apocalyptic breakup, an apocalyptic like a move where there has been an apocalypse and you're the new kid at the new school or something like that. Or you can layer any of these together. You can pick like 2 or 3 even if you want to. And so we could have Waterworld crossed with Pandemonium. We could have Waterworld crossed with Rock and Roll High School, because you've still got kids, like you still, it's you would have some type of experience like that, and we can figure it out. Or you could just be kids that have ditched high school and are off riding the waves on your own.
Waterworld High School tickles me in a deep, dark place that I love a lot. Sorry, Liz, go ahead.
I was gonna say Pandemonium.
Right to the heart. Yup.
Yeah. I'll second Pandemonium, actually.
I'm going with the flow tonight, so.
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
retract my suggestion. I don't really have a preference. I'm just here to lay down some sick licks and get shit.
Yeah. Well, part of the fun is that we are the idea is to pair, is one of the things that we really recommend. So we can do Pandemonium crossed with Wasteland, and that will work beautifully, I think. And so in my mind, that would be kind of like we would have almost like Ailstorm style, like pirates perhaps, or something like that, where but there would be like demon pirates out roaming the seas, and maybe whatever land that is left is these horrible hellscapes that have like emerged from the water, or something like that, and so that you guys would not be dealing with like the smokers or some normal type of bad guys. You would instead be dealing with demons, wave riding demons, and that would make me pretty happy. That tickles me in a dark place.
Sounds fantastic.
Pietro, you're starting something already.
Good. So you guys can think about you're gonna have a way you're gonna have a way to get around, probably, or you can be based at like an atoll type thing, like one of the floating cities. I mean, certainly you are probably going to start off in maybe in one of those. They're around, you know where they are. You're going to need audiences, and certainly if you are not at one now, you probably got a map of them and some connections on which way to go and which way to get around.
It's kind of hard to play a stand-up bass if you're on a rocking ship.
Yeah, but also I bet they float, as opposed to those bass guitars are gonna sink. But I bet you could sit on your full bass and like paddle around. Need be. That would be pretty sick. It could be even made out of like a little boat. Like that's one of the ways that you crafted it.
It's pink and sparkly.
It's pink and sparkly, damn it. It's Waterworld, but it's still pink and sparkly. And so this manifests in the game because we've got different aspects. And so in the Wasteland, so we'll pick a couple of those from each one. I think that everything is scarce is one of them, and I think that's a solid one that I'm probably going to put down. There is another one that is we don't need another hero, which is the inhabitants are tough, and who managed to make it a tough life and a tough world. How can you prove that you're more than just another mouth to feed? Useless musicians. I like that one. We don't need another hero. We'll see you on the road, Skag. For Barren Wasteland, there seems to be a lot of stuff waiting to jump out. Yeah. And then some of my best friends are mutants. And that would probably be interbreeding between the demonic, the demons that have come up with pandemic. And so probably in this case, it would be some of my best friends are demons. So let's do some of those. See you on, yeah, any of those sound good to any of y'all? I think we should just pick maybe a couple. I like the idea of we'll see you on the road, Skag. But it won't be the road, it will be on the waves. Oh no, there we go. Skag. Do you guys have the PDFs I posted on Discord? Excellent. These are under the Rockalypse public beta.
What's the page number on that?
Ooh, hell yeah, good question. Page
5 for Wasteland. Yeah.
And then Pandemonium is on 7.
Okay. I kind of like the idea of Devil Went Down to Georgia. It just fits with what we're doing.
Yeah, yes. I like that. Good. And that way, in that one, the demons are bartering demons. And so they will make deals with you if you are willing to.
That said, I'm going to add a quick character detail. At some point in the past, Pietro Gasoline sold his soul for these really tacky kanji stickers that he stuck on his base. He doesn't know what they mean, but he feels like they look sick, and it felt like a good idea at the time.
Love it. Love it.
Well, maybe we should add a little hope here. So how about Promised Land?
Ooh, that's good.
I was thinking of that too.
All right. So let me put those as aspects on the table. And Devil Went Down to Georgia. Great. And Hope is and then there's the Wasteland. So that means that somewhere on the horizon, there is the Promised Land around. So maybe it's dry land, maybe it's a gate out of this blasted hellscape that is wet. But somewhere you can hear it. You've heard whispers of it. So I like that. Pandemonium, Promised Land of Rock. Beautiful. And so each of these aspects are, thank you, are universal or like world aspects or whatever that are available to be activated and reloaded, but they are not going to be going away. And then was there one final one from the Wasteland that we wanted I think we'll see you on the road, Skag, is one the GM is requesting, because that way we've got other people in the wasteland, and but we could have everything is scarce. We don't need another hero, or some of my best friends are mutants, which in this case might be demons.
Some of my best friends are demons.
It seems fun. Good.
Especially if some of them are making deals down here.
Hell yeah. Love it. Right. And so each of these are going to get 2 guitar picks on them. And those are free aspects, or free activations of these aspects. And they are, in that way, you'll be able to use them if you justify stuff. And so that is part of the fun playing Rockalypse, is that you guys are a band that works together. And so you guys are going to be creating a bunch of scene aspects, which are like creating advantages for you guys or disadvantages for your opponents. And then you will be able to then scoop up a whole bunch of fate points to add a whole bunch of bonuses to a big, powerful roll. And that is, some of them are going to be scene aspects or world aspects or whatever, but they are available to you to be used. And okay, sorry. So sorry about that. Yeah, so we are so yes, so the aspects are going to be available for you guys to use out there. So be able so you'll be able to scoop up a whole pile of them. So awesome. And you guys, I would like to ask here, let's talk a little bit more about your band. Ooh, connection is unstable. We shall see if hopefully this won't get messed up. But we are, let's hear a little bit more about y'all's band. I'd like that. So tell me, what kind of music do you guys envision that you play together to entice people on the high seas, to convince them that they are, you're not just some mouth to feed? And yeah, what sounds good to y'all? It's Devil Went Down to Georgia, demons, water. What kind of jams? It's rock, but let's get a little bit more specific.
I say pirate metal.
Yeah, sea
sea shanties. Yes, sea shanties and metal crossed.
But just TikTok sea shanties. That's it.
And every so often,
remixes, just over and over and over.
Sorry, every so often we definitely need to do a little bit like country rock.
No, God.
Oh, absolutely.
That's my job. I'm the mix master.
Excellent.
Make it one transition flow smoothly into another. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but good luck.
Hey, it's
it's all about the bass.
It's the rhythm.
Factually accurate.
Yeah, and Hometown Road. So that's wonderful. So this is going to be kind of bluegrass sea shanties or southern rock sea shanties.
Bluegrass sea shanties. That concept has now given me a nosebleed and a migraine. Just the number of mandolins that would be required for that. I can't.
Do any of us know how to play a washboard?
Ooh. There are going to be ones on board, that's for sure. You guys are going to have to do your own laundry.
Pietro Gasoline doesn't do laundry. He just
Excellent.
applies new layers
Bluegrass
of
sea shanties.
Axe body spray.
Oh God.
Wonderful. And so what do you guys imagine is the name of your bluegrass sea shanty band?
Pietro seems to be the best one for coming up with names, so
Okay, I have a really good name, but I'm scared to put it on the stream. I'm just gonna go for broke. Smooth Nipple Freeway. It's their band name.
I mean, it grabs people's attention right off the bat. So I mean, you know what? We need like the 10 people that are around to come. So let's do it.
That's the whole point, man. It's Friday night. You're wondering what you're gonna do. Do you want to go see Smooth Nipple Freeway? Yeah, I do. I need to know.
I need to know what this is about. Yeah,
Yep,
That's how we
yep.
hook 'em in,
It draws
guys.
you in.
it's loaded. Mhm.
Then we keep them with the siren
Amazing.
song of Smooth Nipple Freeway.
I just want to know, like, how did we come up with this?
Any going once? Any other ideas? Or we're gonna go with smooth nipple freeway.
GM desperately trying to
It's
get
like
us
REO
something different.
Speedwagon.
Please
But-
something else. Yeah.
Different.
It was a tragic accident with a propeller. That's all we can say.
God bless you. Just
That's how we all came together.
Amazing.
yeah, cohort 11 never invited
Amazing.
back. It just it was a strange thing.
Yeah. It was a tragic accident. Many nipples were lost that day. In Waterworld, there's not enough protection for the nipples.
All the
So
school children remembered for generations after the smoothening.
No.
no. So so wonderful. And so the four of you are sitting on your whatever wild sea faring contraption you have to navigate, and you are searching to find the promised land of rock. You know it is out there. Could be dry land, could just be a never-ending water fresh water supply. You never know. But you guys can you've heard different rumors of what it could be. All of them are wonderful. And you are currently on your way to perhaps you've got some information to go make a big deal with a big demon or something like that out there on the seaways. But that's like the biggest deal you've done so far. And so you guys need there's going to be something to help amp you guys up. So what do you guys need to what is Smooth Nipple Freeway missing right now? Do you guys need another band member? Do you need more gear? Do you need more information? What do you think you need to pull off this extra big gamble that you've gotten information on?
I think we need more food.
More what?
More food.
More food?
Yeah.
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 Excellent. Good point. Yes, supplies are low. Excellent.
I need more
And-
glitter for my base.
Ooh, the glitter supplies are running low.
So we've got some of the best gear around, I promise. So we need some more info, actually.
Ooh, I like that too. You got to resupply and you need some information. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Well, good. You guys know that you have you've heard about a glitter connection in a floating city. 2 days or like 1 day west. And if you put up the sails, you can travel there and you can resupply and then find some information. Excellent. So how do you guys have sails? Do you have a motor? How do you guys go from lounging and trying and debating on who gets the last lime to finally making the choice to get off your rock and roll asses to go buy some more limes? Do you see propellers? Do you see sails? What do we see in our mind's eye?
One of the coolest scenes in Mad Max Fury Road was the gigantic fire vehicle that was propelled by the pure ferocity of how hard one dude rocked. And I would say that is how we propel our craft. Just workshopping it. Feel free to shoot me down, but I feel like our craft is also in the shape of a gigantic pizza box. I feel like that's our energy. And we play, and that powers our rock engines, which spins our propellers.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
With my voice being my power, I definitely am just going to just belt it as we go for the whole day.
Excellent.
I'll amplify that for you.
Can you belt a sea shanty for us real quick? Just
Yeah.
For scientific reasons.
Yes. Shit, let me see if I can pull something up.
Oh my god. Excellent. Engines fueled by rock. I love it. And the pizza box ship. And does the top open, or is it all just happens to be very square?
Now I don't want to spotlight Hog, but what I was imagining was that it is a pizza box with a lid open, kind of like Venus de Milo on a clamshell, but trashy.
Yes. Excellent. Good. Good. And that's where you guys that's how you got a place to set up, to rock out, and then the propellers are on the back. And so it's a classy clamshell. Excellent. Maybe with some duct tape on the bottom to make sure it doesn't get wet.
Absolutely.
Just give me SpongeBob.
Duct tape's running low. Yeah. There's like at least there's like 3 musical SpongeBob episodes or something like that. There's SpongeBob musical stuff. Wonderful. Excellent. And so in this way, also the floating city can know that that we are you guys are coming. And to prepare themselves for how awesome Smooth Nipple Freeway will be, to get that info. Excellent. And so you slide in to this city, and it is or you rock your way in. They can see you. Definitely hear you coming, and there are you guys are so yeah, and so it looks like the kind of so let's do a in that case then let's do a fun skill check roll for people, since you guys are all jumping in on this, and let's see how well, and this way will be an example of doing a roll and doing fate stuff. And so I think that makes sense, at least for now, just to start out, because when we'll do a song, we'll do a full thing. But right now you're kind of just going against the environment. And because you yeah, and so we'll just do a skill check on this. And we've got I think that Pietro, you were or who kind of wants to take the lead on doing this skill check?
I suppose I should start the groove, shouldn't I?
Oh, excellent. You're gonna start the groove. That's the way to do it. And so, yes, because that is part of your that is one of your stunts.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a additional free invoke on the first advantage you create during using rhythm during a song. And so, because there is rounds in how songs go, first round is overcome, that where you deal with obstacles. Count 2 is create advantages, and then count 3 is where you do your attacks, and then count 4 is where you do your defends. And so the bassist goes first because he gets that groove started. And so you're going to create an advantage, and you're going to do it using rhythm in this case. So that is excellent.
So go ahead and roll rhythm.
Sure. So do you want to, before you roll it, so let's talk about what aspects you might want to spend on this. Each of you starts out with 3 fate points to begin with, and then you each have and then there are 2 free invokes on each of the world aspects out there. And you will be creating a new advantage for your team. And so what type of advantage, what aspect do you imagine you are creating with your baseline?
So we're trying to get everyone excited about us showing up, right? That was the thing we're starting, right?
You can do that, or you can do it to get there faster.
I think I want to kind of like get everyone hyped up for us showing up. I think that's kind of the big thing. So I'm going to go for a good driving baseline that basically anything could be played over.
Might have lost him.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry, I think I glitched out. What was the name of the aspect you were creating?
Oh, I was just trying to do a good driving baseline that anything could be played over.
Excellent. We'll do that one. Just a nice driving baseline to push everyone forward. Awesome. And so roll rhythm. And do you want to spend any aspects?
Not yet.
Okay, excellent. Cool. Then you will just do a roll on that. And so hit the button next to rhythm.
Got a 3.
We will see. You got a 3. Excellent. And so a 3 is a great check in this. And you are, because we have the ladder of fate. And yeah, so you did a good job of starting out with that evoke. And so I will say that that creates one free activation on it. But you guys have a cool driving bass line to push you on forward. And then next would be anyone else would like to create any advantages to get the groove started.
If the bassist is going to be jumping in, then lead guitar should be next to like really bring the melody home.
All right, you're going to follow up.
And I'm going to use my aspect of guitar for every occasion. And I'm going to whip out a guitar that looks identical to every other guitar that I have. And I'm going to say, old Beatrice is going to see us through, plain and true. I'm going to just start laying down savage licks.
Excellent. Excellent. That's beautiful.
Would that be a harmony
All right.
roll?
And then what? Harmony roll. Perfect. So that is great. I shut down my Roll20 for a second to get that restarted, and hopefully it will be less demanding now. So what did you roll on your harmony? Excellent. You got a 4. Excellent. And then you spent 1 aspect on that, 1 fate point on that. And so you get a 6. Nice. And so that is a fantastic roll. So you got some fantastic licks on top of that. And so we're going to get what's the name of the aspect do you think you're going to be creating for your sweet licks? Salty licks?
Salty licks it is. Salt licks, parentheses, watch out for hunters.
Excellent. Excellent. We got salt licks. All right. Love it. All right. So we've got 2 people who have gone. Anyone else want to create advantages, or we can save your actions for attacks, which will be basically, I imagine, the actual follow through where the engines really kick in and roar.
I'll save mine.
All right. Excellent. And so that's and excellent. So then let's follow through to who is going to be doing attacks.
I am going to throw the hook.
Ooh.
And
Tell me more.
And kind of start rounding out this fantastic salty shanty that we've got going on here. Maybe dance a little, just get it, get people worked up.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So maybe a melody roll.
All right. And are you going to be is this going to be an attack or create an advantage?
So the ability says gain an additional +2 on any attack you make with melody, in which you invoke at least 1 aspect created by another band member. So I kind of want to ride off of that, off the funky bass line that Gaitona has going on.
Excellent. Love it. Love it. And so that is fantastic. So we'll be doing an attack with melody, which will be you really transferring that energy from your song into the turbines and churn the propellers. So that's sick. And I
just click on melody.
Yeah, click on melody. Perfect. Oh shit. All right, great. You got a good roll already. And oh yeah, and I forgot to ask. So you're playing off of salt licks. That's perfect. And then did you want to have any other aspects activated on this?
No.
All right, perfect. Great, excellent. So you got a +2 on top of that, and your total is +8. And so that is great. That is legendary. That is a legendary melody attack.
Let's go.
And so that is a great roll. And yeah, so that's one engine is firing, but we probably got more than one engine on this thing. What do you think, Violet? Were you gonna get into an attack on this?
Yes. So I want to use my aspect of my endless sample library to fill in any gaps that might be appearing here.
Wonderful.
Nice.
And so are you going to be going to use endless sample library? And so are you imagining that you will be you'll fill in the gaps, and are you filling it in with samples that are what skill do you imagine you are using? Are you going to be using melody or rhyme? Those are the two attack skills.
I think rhyme.
That sounds perfect. And yeah, because you've got a +4 on that. And great, endless sample library. And so we've got, so what kind of sample do you imagine you are layering in to fill these gaps?
I think I'm putting in some, like the sound of the waves crashing and the bubbles of the ocean.
Cool. Good. Yes, songs. Noises that you guys
Ocean
that are
atmosphere.
familiar, but perhaps distorted in ways or whatever. And they almost form words, and that is sweet. So you can roll your rhyme check. Excellent. So you got a +4. You got a 6 total. And so great. And so that combines with with the other attack that was made together. And so 6 + 8 is 14. And so that translates to 14 points of damage, or as of power of thrust that is driving you. And in this case, you would be, if somebody kind of attacked you with this case, you guys with that much power, you would have to try and defend. And each point you defend subtracts points from the amount of that you get attacked by. So, so sweet. So you guys come charging in, lickety split and loud, and you guys create a definitely going to be a new aspect for the scene. And do we want a what are we thinking for the new scene aspect? Like, is this going to be like a killer entrance, or the town is hyped? Everybody here to see us.
So since we're coming in on this crazy pizza box, I figured we should have some kind of explosive entrance. I know we're kind of belting metal sea shanties, but why not just come in balls blazing, you know?
Perfect. And
So that got me. Balls blazing, nipple smooth. That's the way we do it.
That's the motto. Yeah. That's what we put on t-shirts.
Are we getting the t-shirts?
The couple of people that do come, you know, spread the word.
It's new in the Geek Therapeutics merch store.
Hey, there we go.
We're getting a no,
Wonderful.
not actually.
And we've got a audience recommending audience voice chat member apparently watching the stream, and they've recommended, Vince Kane has recommended, how about a guitar coming in like an avalanche,
Absolutely.
like riding the wave as you guys come in, almost like the pizza box is surfing on top of the wave, Venus de Milo style, and
Venus DiGiorno.
Venus DiGiorno. Wonderful, excellent. And so that is phenomenal. And so so pyrotechnics and and tsunamis, avalanche, but and so you come blazing in onto this floating city that has been constructed out of floating trash and barrels and things like that, and so we create this
It's like the beginning of the show to kind of like intimidate anyone else who wants to challenge us. Be like, all right, bring it, we're ready.
Excellent.
Rock on.
All right. Excellent. So we got the environmental aspect of surfing in on fire. And
Nirvana cover, but like just an old man with moves.
No.
Oh, isn't that supposed to be part of your dad bod?
ooh, that sweet dad bod. And that's beautiful. And so you already come in, and then you said that and so you are already declaring dominance, or you you said that you're kind of letting everybody know.
Not with words, but just kind of like the
then-
explosive entrance.
Yes. All right, explosive entrance. Excellent, which is a great example of how aspects can be beneficial or detrimental, because not everybody in this town is going to be into fire and detonations.
They are now.
They are now. And whether they like it or not, you say. And so waiting for you in the harbor, now soaking wet after a wave has crashed over the entrance, there is a crew of people there waiting for you on the dock, and because the gates are closed to the city, and your wave comes crashing over, and they the person on there says that he says, I am the watchman, and you've got some pretty cool licks, but tell me, jokers, why should I let you in here to get your salty fix, or something? And and he says, what are your intentions in this city?
Out of game. Can you remind us what we came here for?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, to resupply and get information. So we can probably just skip that shit. We already talked about that. Thank you for reminding me. Above game. Excellent. Absolutely. Yeah. So in that case, they let you
I would relay that information to him, but I'd be kind of sassy and flashy about it, kind of I would maybe throw a handful of glitter, which Gaetona might be like, the hell?
This is my base glitter.
Yeah. What? What's my glitter?
And we're running low. We're almost out.
I found. I mean, I found this somewhere else, so I didn't think it'd be a problem. But I can share some later. It's we'll see.
You've been holding out on me,
guy. We don't have time for this.
I just immediately I'll just modulate the bass one step higher on him.
Now I have to sing up a whole step.
That's so petty. I love it.
Wonderful, excellent.
Should you roll crafts to throw the glitter?
You can roll crafts to show we can see how impressive your glitter show is.
I don't have the craft skill.
Oh, I do.
Do you have resources? Do you have something else to demonstrate your?
I have resources, yeah.
All right. And you can activate your excellent.
I kind of imagined it just getting like all over me and basically nowhere else.
I mean, still task failed successfully, right? Like,
I mean, it accomplished what I wanted it to. It's fine.
I pat you on the back and I'm like, you look fabulous.
And
I
so
feel fabulous.
you know you're gonna have to take so many showers to get that off of you, right?
Well, now we just need to get some glue. I can put on my face and just smack him with it. We'll get it off of there.
That'll be entertaining for the fans, I'm sure.
Talk about a slap bass.
Well
Wonderful
done.
slap bass is
Well
the
done.
best way. I mean, picks are going to be hard to find, so you're just going to have to be slapping the whole time, anyways. Wonderful, excellent. So the guardsman, he looks at you incredulously, and he says, I don't know. How are you planning on paying? What do you have? How do you plan to pay for your lodgings and such? Have you dirt? Have you paper? We know you have rock, but your
Okay.
rock will leave with you. What do you plan to leave behind for us? What do you plan to barter with?
Out of game, do our characters have anything like on them? Like, do we have like backpacks and shit?
Make it up. You got a ship full of shit.
I think
Okay.
I want to like try to befuddle my way past this guy. So here's what I'm going to try to do, and I this is not a skill that I'm good at, so I'm anticipating utter failure, and I'm fine with that. So I just get right up in his face, and I start just yelling loudly, like, "What's my intentions in your city? What's my intentions in your city? What's your intentions with my daughter?" And then when I'm confused, I look at the rest of my band members, like, go. I'm gonna try to roll stealth for
Just
that. That's
Ooh, I
it.
like that. Okay, excellent. Well, did you want to spend any fate points before that?
You know what? I think I'm gonna hold on to him. This is low stakes, so I'm fine with
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Well, you've got you could spend some of the scene aspects if you wanted to. You've got like explosive entrance to work off of.
Explosive entrance. Like I hit the ground running. Like as soon as we land, I have not stopped moving forward. I have not stopped thrashing like for 1 second. I'm like, what's your intentions with my daughter?
Phenomenal. All right, so we got explosive entrance. We could do a little bit of the other one with your pyrotechnic surfing in on that. And yeah. So that seems pretty cool. And you'll use 2 aspects from the scene. And then and that will add a +4 total to get you to a +6. And that will get you up to a fantastic sneak check. And so you badger the watchman into letting you through. you find a place to dock up that is perhaps out of sight and from him, and then you guys can scuttle along and go on to the glitter dealer or
Glitter dealer. As we make our way away, and he is fully befuddled and baffled by my BS, I'm just gonna like make eyes with him and be like, have her home by 8, like just fully committed to this ruse of mine.
Amazing. Yeah, the pizza box, gotta treat her right. Wonderful, wonderful.
JJ, your
Excellent.
disappointment is why I
And
do these
so,
things.
do you guys don't ask? Do you want to you guys were thinking of trying to get information or get resupply? Do you want to have a direction for either one of those? Are we thinking we can go to the local bar for information about demons or things like that? Or you could head to the perhaps get information from the local shopkeeper. Where might you head first in town? There's a tavern type looking place where someone is hawking fresh water. Soothe your cracked lips. But further along the way, you see that there looks to be a goods dealer down there. There is somebody hawking a sign. You see a sign for kelp beer inside that you could go and get some more information on. Information at probably looks like a local tavern.
We need to resupply, so let's go to the shopkeeps.
Shopkeep. Wonderful. All right. So what we know that this area is inhabited by demons. We've got the pandemonium mix. I would like you guys to tell me what type of how would you imagine a shop in this place? Let's go around and each one of us can say one item that you imagine is on sale in this Waterworld pandemonium type world. We see a display, got the shopkeeper. He's like, oh yeah, we've got everything you need. It can be something useful to your character that you might want. Something catches your eye. It might not be useful. It might just be there on the wall. What do you imagine you see?
A microphone.
There's gonna be glitter already.
A microphone that's in the shape of like an impling, like eating the microphone, like a demon of some sort eating the mic, or maybe like a cool mic stand.
Excellent. Sweet. Cool microphone stand. Excellent.
A mini orange.
Good, little
tree.
rusty, but still good. An orange tree. Oh, I love it. All right, what else do we see on this shelf display area?
See a collection of extinct snack food items.
Ooh.
The Twinkies.
Yes, I was thinking
They
Twinkie that
last forever.
that kind of look like they're good, but maybe you shouldn't.
There's
They're still
Twinkie-
wrapped in plastic.
Yeah, they're wrapped.
The plastic is still, it's still, you can still see just enough of the air puff in it, so you know that it's the plastic. At least the shopkeeper, when he shows you one of them, he says, "Look, like it's still, the air is still inside of them. I wouldn't poke them too hard, but they are fresh as the day they were made, before the fall, before the fires of hell melted the ice caps and turned this whole world into the salty place that we are. All right, one more sweet item that we see on the display case. Who hasn't gone yet?
Let's say there's absolutely like tacky, cheesy incense burners. Like just dragons. There's one that's like a toilet that you can like put the cone in and it like comes out of the tank in the back. Just like the stupidest things you can imagine. A Buddha, exactly.
Okay, if we're going to do that, we've got to at least have one that looks like a lightsaber.
Yes.
Oh, love it.
We're
Incense
like
burners.
looking around in there. We see the lightsaber. We're gonna put them on, and then there's one that looks just exactly like JJ. No context, no explanation. Just the human JJ.
JJ, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But it's one of those like burbly up smoke ones, so it just barely comes out of your mouth, like you're puking looking up at the sky.
Wonderful.
So stupid. I love it.
And so great, and just a whole pile of incense burners, and in fact you notice, because there is because there's no fresh water, there's a very limited amount of fresh water, so people aren't going to be I guess they could be swimming a lot, but I like the idea of incense burners perhaps covering up some of the smell of this post-apocalyptic floating island. But maybe it's not the people that smell, since they could go swimming regularly. But maybe it's just the smell of the wharf. And that is great. And so see the demon the shopkeeper is has some demon lineage in the waste reclamation pit. I like that. And so they are so the demon is there. He pulls on his beard, and he says that all right, well, how you well, I see you're eyeing my barrel full of glitter, and your and these items, and so what I could see that you guys are washed up and looking pretty penniless at the end of your ropes. How are you guys going to pay for this? He says, we only accept, inserts some coins that you guys clearly don't have, and so you don't have any shekels. My internet connection is getting stable, so I hope I'm not glitching out. But yeah, so the shopkeeper says, well, I'll give you all of these items, and but you gotta do me I'll give them to you if you can obviously outplay me, because I am a demon, and that is how stuff goes around here. And so he because yeah, how do you so yeah, so let's do some more sweet songs, and
As soon as he
Get you guys to
says,
convince him.
as soon as
Yeah,
he
go
says
on.
that, as soon as he says he'll have to outplay me, I just
Mhm.
immediately stand up my bass and I start in on the bass line for Devil Went Down to Georgia.
We're making
Good.
this a sea shanty. Let's do this.
You still owe us a belted sea shanty. I will haunt you for the end of your days if you don't do it.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
Talked a big game earlier. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Mark, it's like freaking 10.
And
I have
beautiful.
neighbors. They'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be great.
You know it.
I'm assuming that's starting the groove then for me to do set up the bass line I was playing.
Yeah, so you're gonna start the groove. Beautiful. And you're gonna be creating an advantage. So last time you had the driving baseline. Is this gonna be our shopping baseline? Or is this our haggling baseline?
Well, since it is the baseline from Devil,
Are you going to
Devil
be
Went Down to
sweet
Georgia,
talking this guy? Is this
I think
all
it should be
right?
kind of
Gambling
a
baseline.
gambling. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, gambling baseline. Why not?
All right.
And then I just look over to Ansel and go like, "You got this."
Good. All right. Base to gamble too. All right. So that is a aspect. So give me a roll to do. Do you want to before you roll? And that is going to be rhythm. Do you want to use spend any fate points? Activate other aspects on the board.
I think I'm going to. I think I want to use the. Some of my best friends are demons. Use one of those.
Love it.
We know this guy like he went to high school.
Good. Is this a special, a specific baseline that you know that other demons will respond to?
Oh, Devil Went Down to Georgia. I figured that they would know that.
That's right.
So-
Absolutely.
And
It's the challenge song immediately.
yeah. Do you think you? I think I'll go ahead and. Can I do 2 fate points or just 1 per?
You bet.
time?
You can
So
do
I'm going
as
to activate
many-
I'm going to activate my aspect of surprisingly extensive repertoire.
Heck yeah. Love it. Yeah. You can do
So
10 fate point activations if you
So I'm
want
gonna-
to, as long as you
I'm just activating those 2, and then I'll go ahead and do my roll.
beautiful.
Glad I did
All
the
right.
2.
Good. That helps. Yeah. And so that is a +4 added on top of that. And so you got a +5. And so that is going to be a superb baseline. And that you can see that the ears of the pointy ears, the demon pricks up, and he says, "Ah, yes, this is on now." He is going to start creating his own. He says, he rubs his long, skinny hands together, and he says, "Looks like we've got a gamble going on, and or looks like we've got a game, gentlemen." And so some little demons pop up from behind the shop counter, and they are playing, they are going to be carrying their own backup. So let's say yeah, I like that because they've got empty jugs, and there are like little like imp demons. Each of them is carrying an oversized jug, and they are playing on those to support himself. And so let's see how good his own jug advantage is going. So that is do a +3 on the fate dice. Rolling the dice, great. So cool, actually he got a +6. So his Jugtown backup has 3 activations on that. Beautiful. All right. So he does that to match your the advantage that you are creating as well. And you can see that other locals are starting to catch on to what is going on. All right, who else? Who would like to use their action to create an advantage?
I would.
Beautiful. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of creating a loop with the base and just like
Ooh.
layering down.
Oh, that's fun. I like that. What do you imagine this loop aspect create? Like, what kind of advantage or is it going to be creating for you guys?
Like song complexity.
Layered bass loop, song complexity. All right. Ooh, good. And that is a good aspect because not everybody likes complex songs, but some people do. Beautiful. So what kind of aspects are you going to be spending, or what aspects are you going to be activating and to spend fate points on this to get some bonuses?
I think I'm gonna use my aspect of my mix style changing based on what I've eaten. And since I haven't eaten in a
Ooh,
while, I'm very hungry and I'm kind of hangry. And so it
yeah.
might get a little bit more aggressive.
Ooh, that's awesome. That's fun. Excellent. So it's an aggressive complexity. I like that. It's gonna be one fate point activation. What else are we thinking? Do you have oh, we've got multiple some best friends achievements. But what other aspects are you thinking of activating?
I think I'm going to I'll use the I'll keep writing on the explosive entrance.
Great. I like that.
The idea we've never stopped the momentum. This whole
Yeah.
time we're just battle charging in.
That's right. Yeah, because that momentum won't be lasting forever. So it's good to use up that aspect as you are, because eventually you're going to not be able to use. Eventually that aspect will fade and go away. So beautiful. Explosive entrance. That's a +4 bonus on top of your check if you'd like. You can use more if you want.
I think I'll stop there.
Great. All right, give us a roll.
What am I rolling?
Oh yeah, and then are you going to be using rhyme? You can use whatever to create an aspect.
Yeah, I'll use rhyme then, definitely.
To create an advantage. Yeah, great. Got that. Great, excellent. So you got a +9. So that is cool. So you not only recover what you spent, but you're going to get more than you spent. And so that is one of the ways to kind of you turn your fate points from things that are personal aspects into then creating more aspects that are on the table that the team can then use. And that's how kind of some of the economy of fate runs when you guys are playing. And so when you guys are when you're going to be GMing, you want to encourage your players to spend fate points and reward them for stuff like that, so that you have generally you can kind of pay attention to, are you creating a net amount of fate points on the board, or you create a net more amount of fate points on the board, or are you making a net less amount on the fate on the board? Because if you guys are when fate stalls to a halt when people aren't spending fate points. Generally, you want to encourage people to use their aspects, to do stuff, to follow their fate, to flavor the role play, flavor the roles. And the game intends to reward you guys for doing that. So little GM aside, we're here not just to play, but we're here to learn. Because I certainly, when I was first started in Fate, everyone was like, oh, I really need to conserve my Fate points. I don't want to spend the aspects on the table, or I don't want to activate any of the aspects on the table. And but it's not a survival game. It's a fun adventure game. You guys can have some survival notes and stuff like that. But the rules as written are intended to churn through these fate points. And you get more of them at the start of each day in the setting. So excellent. So thank you for letting me ramble a little bit on that example. So who else would like to create an advantage? Guy Tona, you're creating Base to Gamble 2 is a free, like a bonus action. So you get, you're able to do more if you wanted to create another aspect, or save your, create another advantage, or save your action to do a defensive thing, since rhythm is often used for defense.
I think I'll save for defense.
Sweet. Because in this case, you guys are going to be going against an enemy band that is trying to
Break us down.
Yeah, take you guys down. And so he'll be sending attacks at you guys, and so it's good to have somebody kind of hold back to defend you, so you don't get your ass knocked into the water.
So
excellent.
I think I can take a solo. So once per song, if I'm reading this correctly, I can create an advantage roll for free. Am I reading that correctly? I can do that now for free. So I take one shift of physical stress for every invocation that I add.
Excellent. And that is, take a solo. Once per song. Great. Yes. So you can and so we do different rounds, and during the song, different counts, each phrase. That's the term. Eric's a music guy. And so it's divided into phrases within the song. And so you can use that in the opening phrase if you would like to.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to do it.
You would get a bonus action, and so you could create an advantage, or you could so you can create an advantage and attack this round if you would like to, or create an advantage and defend if you want to do this round.
I think I'll create an advantage, and when the attack comes, I'll attack because I'm better at that.
Sweet. That makes sense. Yes, because the guitarist is you do harmony the best, and you're also good at melody, and so you can definitely attack well. So great. And so you take there is additional information on that. You take 1 shift of physical stress for each invocation you add, and so those are the fate points that you spend on bonuses. So when you're creating your advantage, you're going to take 1 point of damage for each fate point activation you spend while creating that advantage. So it's a free action, but it costs you some damage, and you've only got 4 hit points of physical stress.
Yeah, so I think the aspect that I'm gonna use to use this is I don't sleep, I practice. So I'm just gonna like come up with some extremely complicated riffs for this solo, like not catchy at all, but it's just like absolutely fascinating. And I'm gonna spend 1 fate point in the process of that.
Wonderful, excellent.
There's like 6 key changes in it. It's madness.
In the beginning of Devil Went Down in Georgia, hell yeah.
Love it, love it. So just a ripping opening solo to really start things off strong. Absolutely. And that will be to let them know they're serious. So beautiful. What would you name this? Yeah, like taking a solo, and you're going to be
since this is a demon that I'm going up against, these licks shall be devious. Devious licks.
Excellent. These licks are devious. Excellent.
I hope y'all can't hear me actually fiddling with this bass, because I don't remember how to play, and it sounds horrible.
Wonderful. And so what you're going to be using probably your harmony. Sounds like that. Give us a roll.
Yeah, sir. So I was very distracted by my own antics. That's a 3.
Beautiful, excellent. As you are pulling this all together, the complex rhythm that has been created, and so you get a +5, and so these devious licks are going to be creating. You spent 1, you're going to create 2. Beautiful. And because you got not a great roll, but it worked out well enough. And so awesome. So that's another advantage. But you still have that was a free action. So you and Gaitona can do so similarly to Gaitona, you can do another action later in the round if you want to attack or defend. Beautiful. Ansel, what do you think you're going to be doing this round?
Can I attack this round?
You can definitely attack this round if you want to.
Okay, so here's the scene. I'm going to, since we're on a boat, I'm going to charge up to the rail of the boat, put my boot up against it, and like lean in. And I'm going to sing the opening line of our shanty. I'll take your bet. You're gonna regret, because we're the best there's ever been. And that's when the solo is gonna kind of drown me out because it's all over the place. But with that, I am going to, where's my sheet here? I'm going to throw the hook after that. And in a, with my voice being my power, I'm just going to like belt it in the most intimidating way, knowing these lyrics like the back of my hand.
Awesome. Beautiful. So yeah, so you're going to extra +2 on that because you're going to throw the hook. You're going to be activating your my voice is the power. My voice is my power. So that's beautiful. So you're going to use spend 1 fate point, but you're going to have another +2 on top of that.
Can I
Do you
also
want to?
use
Yeah, please.
one from The Devil Went Down to Georgia and the bass to Gamble to? Just like load it up.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
Rock him with this.
Hell yeah. Load that stuff up and do a nice powerful attack. That is how that's kind of a good example of how attacks go in this.
So is my +2, do I need to like manually add my +2 for my follow the lead?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just remember that. And so you'll have you'll roll
+2, so 6 plus the other 6. Right? It's like 2 for each pick.
Exactly. Perfect.
So 12.
Great. All right. So 12 points of damage are going to be coming at the shopkeeper and the jug demons. So love that. So that is 12 points.
And am I able to take that attack this round, or do I need to wait till next round to get that free attack that I have?
Yeah. No, you will be able to attack. And this round, you don't have to wait. So we'll we're moving on from the count 3 to attacks. So that's great. We've got an attack from Ansel. and it's 12 points from Ansel coming in. Excellent. So your attack, and who else would like to do an attack this count?
So I'm needing to wait, right? Just making sure I'm following.
Yes. Because you are great. Yep, you're throwing the hook. You get a bonus. Yeah. So great. Yeah, you did that right. And so you attack. It's count 4 or it's count 3. You attack on this count. Other people can do attacks too. Like Pietro can attack if you want. You did a bonus action.
Yeah, and I'm going to use, I think it's counterpoint, which allows me to attack with harmony at this point. And that's the bigger one, so I'm going to use it. That is a 5 on the roll.
All right. Did you want to spend any any fate points on that before you rolled?
I'm running a little bit low, so no.
All right, excellent. So 5 points from Pietra. Excellent. So that's a total of 17 points coming in right now. Excellent. And so the shopkeeper, he is going to grab that demon, that demonic looking microphone stand that you see on the shelf, and it's got like the microphone is like coming out of the demon's mouth on it, and so he like is singing like into the mouth of the demon, and so he So he sends it at you guys like you guys have I could see the holes in your pockets from here, and it's you guys can make a loud ruckus, but you've got nothing offer to us more than just empty air. And so I suggest you guys pack your bags and hit the road, or hit the waves. And so he is going to spend a point on one from activating the demon mic stand. He's going to be playing along with the jug band to support him, and he already has a +3 himself, so he'll be coming in. Let's see what he rolls, but on top of that he'll be adding a +7.
Ooh,
So
Hang on.
he rolled a 0. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Tell me more.
defending.
I
Yes.
was going to activate overpowering base.
Tell me more. What do we do
So-
with this?
As his little jug band goes off on this to support him, I just like double the amount of notes that I'm hitting to increase the complexity even more. And I'm making sure that those doubled notes are definitely like severely accented.
Oh, excellent. And it's because, and you get to, so you overcome, if you pull this off, you'll attack him, and you'll also take away his ability to use his jug band. Clever. You're reading the things. Beautiful.
Yes, I am. So
Wonderful.
yeah, I want to remove that particular.
Excellent. Love it.
So that's rhythm to do that.
Yeah. Once per song.
So I would definitely want to use one of the We'll See on the Waves skag.
Excellent.
And because I'm trying to build on the complexity, I want to use one of those too.
Beautiful. Yep, you've got complexity to spare.
So I'll go ahead and then do my rhythm on that one. Right? Yeah.
Awesome. And you'll add a +4.
So rhythm.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
That's even before adding the bonuses. On top of that. Yeah, that's right. Guytona. And so you got a total of 11 coming in. And yes, and that definitely succeeds with style, because you can, the 3 basic successes in Fate are, I like looking at the ladder to kind of see how it is, but the basic things are you can succeed with a compromise, you can succeed, just do it, or you can succeed with style. And so, and succeeding with style is when you go 3 higher than what you needed to do. And so definitely Guytona is succeeding with style, and so you are going to definitely negate out the bonuses. So you're not only going to knock off the one that he was going to be using, but the other one that he had spare in the bank. And so that is gonna be hard on him. And you also hit him with 11 points of damage coming through.
And says if I succeed with style, I may place the removed invocations on any other available aspects. And then I take 2 shift of physical stress, and I don't know where to put that on here, but okay.
Oh, yeah. There are little check boxes next to your pull that up. Next to your thought there was little check boxes. Either way, you got 4. You took 2 points of damage, so you are halfway damaged.
Hey, it's hard to get this overpowering base to happen.
That's right. You gotta pour yourself into there. Absolutely. And love it. And so that's beautiful. And so you've got in that case, then he is only going to be able to come at you with 5 points of damage, which you can then defend against as well, since I think one of you guys was talking about staying back and defending.
Well, I was going to, but I felt it was proper to get rid of his bonus.
Jump in. Yeah. Love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Get up in there. And then we can distribute those around. But so that's beautiful. So yeah, so you guys are coming out with a total of 16 plus 12 is 28 total points of damage. All right. And then 5 points is coming back on you. And so each of you are going to take 1 point of stress, and one of you is going to take 1 extra point. Who wants to take it on the chin for the team?
I'm at 2.
Is this physical stress or mental stress?
Let's say mental stress in this case.
Oh,
Can take it.
I'm at
All
1.
right.
I'll take it.
All right. All right. 2 for Ansel.
He's got nothing on me.
All right.
That's a smooth nipple highway, baby.
That's right. The nipples are smooth, but sometimes the highway is rough.
Exactly.
Beautiful, beautiful, excellent, excellent. And so you all come together and obliterate the the shopkeeper and his jug band that deployed. And so he says, well, then I see you are certainly not just washed up wharf rats. And so I will
And as we finish up our song, I would like to end with, I done told you once, you son of a bitch, we're the best that's ever been.
correct. That's phenomenal. And that's beautiful. So yeah, and so he says, well, absolutely. Well then he says, well, I can't argue with that. Certainly the best I've ever seen. I had doubt on the Smooth Nipple Freeway or Smooth Nipple Highway.
Is it
And,
freeway or highways? You know what? It doesn't matter. Expressway.
Expressway.
We change it up every other week, just whatever's different, whatever's new.
We can't
Whatever
remember
fits.
the name of our own band. It's just always changing.
We have so many different shirts, they say 2 different things.
That's right. Yeah. Well, you're constantly printing new shirts because the salt eats holes in them, and then you're gonna always have to be repainting the boat. Because
One
it's,
side says freeway of the boat, the other side of the boat says highway. So it's never wrong.
On the
Good,
front,
it's
it
never
says
wrong.
Starship.
yes, Smooth Nipple Starship.
We can dream.
That's even better, honestly.
Smooth Nipple Starship. You know what? Actually, this is a great use of our time. It's
Whenever
Smooth
we
Nipple
decide to
Starship.
go like techno or like dubstep with it, that's what we're going to change the name to.
Beautiful, beautiful, excellent. And so you are and so the demon says, well then I will answer you. I will you will get these supplies that you need: the barrel of glitter, the orange tree, and the all the Twinkies that I have, and this demonic microphone stand. And please, I'll throw in all these this bonus box of incense burners as well, because it's you really got to check them out. They're great. check out this guy. When you light it, the smoke comes out of his mouth. It's pretty sick.
I'm not redoing it.
It's burned forever in my memory, friend. Locked away.
That's right. And so he is going to let's say, yeah, he'll answer a question for you guys. What is one question you guys want answered, and he'll answer it truthfully.
Out of game.
Yeah.
I don't like, besides coming here to get information and stuff, what was our character's objectives?
So trying to find that hope place, right?
Yes. The promised land of rock.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask him if he's ever heard anything about this promised land of rock.
Excellent. Wonderful.
And if he knows anything about it, spill it.
There we go. Beautiful. And so with that, he tells you a story about the promised land of rock that he speaks truthfully, and you guys get information on perhaps where it's going to be, northwest, and why it's all the solid dirt. None of it is corrupted by the brimstone of the fires of hell and pandemonium, and that information is true. And so you guys would get probably a band aspect, a new aspect on your band, which would be probably something like headed towards the promised land or something like that. And you guys would each get some, like, a new aspect to add to your characters, such as that, like, demonic microphone, or that is how characters grow. You can there's ways to in Fate, you can when you get experience and when you level up, you can redistribute your skill points, or you can add new aspects to your character, and that is how Fate characters grow over time. If you decided you wanted to have like bump up some of your skills, take down some of the ones you haven't been using, those are options. But for now, that is basically a good kind of stopping point to me, or so, for this stream, or the kind of experience.
I think we lost you.
Glitch again.
Right at the end.
Yeah, I think we did lose him. Uh-oh.
Hope is so strong, so long.
Yeah, you did well. So, well, while we're waiting for him, what did you guys think of this system, this modular system for this for Fate?
This is fun.
Good. Yeah, I think it's really open. I think it's especially the Rockopolis thing is something that I found a lot of fun with, just because, like, I've been in live music for a hot minute, so it's just something that I personally connect with. But it seems like there's a lot of different settings that are inside of this as well, and they just, like, seamlessly float in and out, with little to no rules needing to complicate that. And when you're talking about in a therapeutic setting, or even just dungeon mastering for a table full of strangers at game night, that can be really useful. Just trying to include everybody, and especially if you don't really know everybody's boundaries and stuff, yeah, it could be a useful tool.
Awesome. And for the audience, real quick, because I didn't introduce myself, I'm Cornell Kritz. I'm the producer on the show for most of the live streams. What is one, like, what's a real teachable moment you found from the system? Like, how would you apply it in, as you mentioned, Ansel, I'm using everyone's character names right now. You mentioned it having benefits in therapeutic regards. what is something specifically from tonight's session or from how this game was presented to you that you would take forward into your future sessions or your practices?
So the the fate points I thought was a really good was a really good mechanic to get people to participate in whatever, especially if you're doing like social skills building or anything like that. Getting them to participate in whatever the activity is, or just the scene itself, handing out points as they're spending them. Kind of, as he had said, you want to. It seems like you want to try to create as many fate points throughout your campaign or your adventure, as opposed to as little as possible, because that incites more role play and it gets people to open up more. And that could be a teachable moment for somebody, or a moment to stop and say, or we reflect and talk about that.
Right. Well, I don't think Colin's going to make it back, so I'll go ahead and wrap up our stream for the night. Thank you, all of you, for joining in on this and taking part in this session. It was a lot of fun to sit back here and watch it. Viewers at home, thank you very much for tuning in to Geek Therapeutics. Our next stream will be on Thursday, and make sure to check out our YouTube and podcasts for sessions and edited sessions from this of past streams, as well as the teachable moments from previous streams. So for Geek Therapeutics, this is Cornell Kritz wishing you all a wonderful night, and we will see you guys next time for another session. Good night.